Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to review a Class A motorhome. Not just any Class A, but a Holiday Rambler, a personal favorite brand of mine. And on top of that, a Holiday Rambler with a bunkhouse. That's right, guys. This is one of the very few pre-owned Class A bunkhouses that I can find. And this is a 2008 Holiday Rambler Admiral. This is the model 34SBD. 35 feet 3 inches. Has two huge slide outs. Sorry, I got somebody with a goofy stereo system thumping behind me at the red light. But this is built on a Workhorse chassis, so it might come over the mic, I'm not sure. It's got the Alcoa wheels. It's got the 8.1 liter Vortec V8, 496 cubic inch, 340 horsepower, 455 pound-feet of torque. V8, 5,000 pound tow capacity. This unit has 49,890, might as well say 50,000 miles on it by the time it gets test drove once or twice. Or right at it. I've got the motor home running right now. Motor's running, generator's running. It's got a 5500 Onan gasoline generator. It's got the beautiful full body paint. You know, these Holiday Ramblers built by Monaco are very desirable, guys. These things have a huge following because of the quality build of these. You know, they are superior, in my opinion, and many others. They are superior build quality compared to many of the newer ones, including the newer Holiday Ramblers and Monacos, which built under first under Navistar and then under Rev Group. And this one's got a 9-layer fiberglass top roof. The new ones don't have that. 5-layer sidewall, 4-layer insulated floor. All metal frame, all aluminum frame. Of course, backup camera, got the crown roof, so you don't have flat spots on the roof that hold water. No delamination. Needs a bath. Lightly needs a bath, but other than that, it's a nice unit. 50 amp electrical service. I am running, even though I've got it hooked into shore power, I've got it unplugged. I always like to try to run the generator when I can, when I'm doing a video review, because that way I can tell you if it works and it puts out like it's supposed to. And so far, this one's doing great. We did just install a brand new engine battery for you. So brand new interstate side post battery. No delamination. Very, very clean. Motor's quiet. Power awning. Big one-piece windshield, great visibility. And good tires. We just drove this thing several hundred miles. Let's look inside. Now, one thing we did do, guys, we did put new carpet in here. So you got brand new carpet. That's going to save you, you know, $1,200, $1,300 having to pay to have that done yourself, plus the aggravation, buying the carpet, finding somebody to do it, all that stuff. Not many carpet guys like to do RVs because there's so many cuts and angles to it compared to a house. But done a jam-up job. This unit, we'll start here in the front cab. It's got a multi-camera system. Oh, that air feels good. It's got double ducted 13,500 BTU roof airs, 48,892. So we're still a little bit away from 50. Say 49,000. Got the hydraulic leveling jacks by Power Gear. I don't like these things, but if you turn the wheel, I guess that's kind of old school. Oh, I mean, I'm an old school kind of guy, but I still hate those. And the bad thing is, when you drive one of these with one, you catching yourself using it all the time. So you got a backup camera, and you can set it to show all of them. Of course, I don't think the main one comes on. You put it reverse, but let's see, we got a radio if it comes on. Yep, there it goes. We're definitely English. I don't want Espanol, even though I know some of it. Alright, let's fool with that later. Windshield looks good. It's got flex steel leather captain's chairs that look great. It is the 4-speed with overdrive transmission, Allison. So basically 5-speed Allison, heated power mirrors. It does have, and this is cool too with this particular one, it has a grade brake, which uses engine compression to slow you down. Kind of like what's on a diesel, and it's kind of like what's on a diesel. Kind of the same concept. And what that will do is it will help slow you down on long grades without having to use your brakes. And these are just regular wet brakes, you know, fluid brakes. On a gas, they're not air brakes like a diesel, or some diesels. Let's see if I can get out here. Got my legs all twisted up. The joys of being big and tall. Furniture looks great. Sofa makes a bed. You do have a table booth, so they can sleep 6 people. It does have the solid surface Corian countertops. 3-burner stovetop oven. Everything looks clean. We haven't even done anything to it besides put carpet in it. Microwave convection oven. So you've got 2 ovens. You got an electric oven and a propane oven. Norcold refrigerator, which should be starting to get cold. It is. Let's see if I got my thermometer. Now the refrigerator hadn't had time yet, but 11 degrees, obviously it works. And what happens is, guys, this gets cold in just a matter of an hour, hour and a half. 99% of the time it's cold up here, it just needs a few hours to trickle down here. And like right here, it probably not even gonna act like it's working. 64 degrees. Now if I came back an hour from now, that would be dropped quite a bit. But you know, like I said, 99% of the time, freezer works, refrigerator works. But we do guarantee the refrigerator to get to and freezer to get to operating temp. We guarantee the roof airs to get to operating temp, the slide outs and the generator to run. And of course the motorhome to run and shift and all that like it's supposed to. I mean, we're blowing 40 out the roof air. That works. And here's your bunk. So we'll show you the pantry first. There's your little pantry for your canned goods. Show you some of these cabinets and stuff. Everybody likes to see the cabinets. There's your grill for your microwave, and our convection oven nobody's ever used. This is actually pretty cool. I've got one of these in my current motorhome, and I actually put one of these in my last motorhome. And basically, guys, you set this thing up in here, and this is what they call a grill to convection. And basically you can make your electric oven part, not the microwave, but the electric oven, into a grill. And you can put you a couple of burgers on there, some vegetables, chicken, fish, whatever you want to do. I mean, it makes enough for 2 people, not really much more than that, to make a quick dinner. And you just take the tray out, wipe it out, and you're good to go. And you know, and the advantage to this is, if you've been driving all day and you get set up at the campground, you're tired, you really don't want to go out, and you really don't feel like cooking a big elaborate meal, you can just fix something simple in there for 2 people and done. And you can also, very good to cook bacon and sausage on too, by the way. And of course, overhead storage up here. Most of these lights have been converted to LEDs. Of course, these are all solid hardwood cabinets. I mean, they're not the cheap stuff. This is a Monaco after all. And we're gonna walk toward the back. This is your bunk room, and you've got 2 bunks with privacy curtains, and perfect for a couple of kids. And they've got their own television right here, directly across from them, place to hook up an Xbox or Blu-rays or whatever you want to put in here. Bathrooms right here across from the kids conveniently, and decent bathroom. You do have a RV toilet, porcelain china, You've got, you can see how thick that 9-layer roof is, guys. Skylight, you can see up here, this thing does have the 7-foot tall interior ceiling height, by the way, so a lot of space in here. I mean, I don't know if you can tell or not, I'm 6'4", and a lot of space in here. And, you know, I know that really doesn't benefit you having a tall roof like that, besides maybe getting a little extra cabinet space, but it does help if you're in it for a long period of time. It does help with feeling any kind of claustrophobic or claustrophobia, because you can look up and see all that space above your head instead of, you know, I remember the older RVs, I used to have to duck down under the air conditioners, under the doorways and all that, keep from hitting my head. This is a king size bed. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a queen. Sometimes that throws me off, but this one is a queen back here in the master bedroom. You've got some overhead storage. You do have a really neat solid door right here to separate, at least as much as you can be separated with them right there, the kids from the adults. And whew, no wonder it's so cold back there. The cool jet was on the AC. On these air conditioners, see, I've got it closed right now, but you want to dump most of the output of this AC into the bedroom area. You open this up and all that air dumps down, and it really feels good if it's hot out. So what I like to do is, if I'm going to be outside at summertime, I'm going to be outside, I know I'm going to be hot, I'll close this door off, open that cool vent up, and just let it run for a while, because the main air will keep the RV cool, and then come in here, cold bottle of water or something, and just chill out and cool off. Make it like your cold room. And also, if you like it, if you're used to having a lot of air circulating at night, that's also a nice trick you can do instead of having a fan or something like that. Alrighty. Let's open this up. The only thing that's weird is it doesn't have a privacy door for the bunk room. Of course, you've got the curtains, and I guess that, of course, it doesn't stop, but you could probably rig something up with that door, maybe put you a Velcro strap right here to keep it closed, to give you a little bit of privacy. And of course, you got curtains on the front, day-night shades in all the windows to shut it off at night, so you can keep it fairly private from outside eyes if you want to. Woo! Well, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. It's $59.9, haggle-free firm. These older holiday Ramblers built under Monaco, and of course the Monacos built from Monaco are in very, very high demand. Customers who've been looking at newer RVs reckon after they look at the new ones, they look at these older ones that have been well kept, they see the quality in the older ones. So there's a lot of people looking for these year models. I think 09 or 2010 is when Monaco went bankrupt and sold out to Navistar, who believe 2013 sold to Rev Group. So, well, I mean, the name's still around, but it's a whole different motorhome than what these were back then. I mean, this is a build quality right here that made Holiday Rambler and Monaco a household name in the RV industry. All aluminum frame. In fact, Holiday Rambler invented the aluminum frame a long, long time ago, back in the 70s. Back before then, everybody was using wood frames. And everybody was worried about, at least back then, from what my grandfather told me, was worried about how well and how strong an aluminum frame was. This is before the internet, guys. So to show Holiday Rambler, to show everybody how strong their frames were, they had an RV show in Indiana back. That's the only place that had RV shows back then, was where they built them at, and they actually stacked a Holiday Rambler on top of another Holiday Rambler on their factory display. Now, could you do that today? I doubt it. But back then, you know, everything was a little less, was a little more easy going about doing stunts like that. So, but they just did that to show everybody how strong their aluminum frames were. And it's obviously stuck, because now pretty much everybody uses aluminum or aluminum and steel frames. But this unit's $59.9, haggle-free firm, and we don't do any upsells. We don't charge you any fees. We're not, you know, we do just basically simple selling. It's easy, simple, and done. And what I mean by that, guys, there's no haggle-free price. It's a haggle-free price. There's no, you don't have to worry about us adding thousands of dollars in fees to the advertised price like Rip-Off World, all these corporate dealers do, that add dock fees and prep fees and freight fees and happy camper fees and processing fees, inspection fees, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All those fees 100% dealer profit. It's just a way for them. It's a scam. It's an old scam, but it's still a scam a lot of people aren't aware of, that all those fees are 100% dealer profit. It's just a way for them to sell an RV for more than they advertised it for. They can advertise a lower price, but sell it for more by disguising the extra profit in the form of extra fees. And some dealers may just be a few $100s. Some of them may be a few $1,000s. The bigger the dealer, the more the fees, is generally the rule of thumb. And what I look at, guys, they try to charge you a fee besides what you have to pay. Walk out. What we charge, guys, is $59.9 plus applicable sales tax. Now, the only fees that we charge, and it's because the state of Georgia pretty much forces us to charge this to Georgia buyers only. You have to pay a $100 highway impact fee, $40 to $50 tag and title fee, depending on your county in Georgia. That applies to Georgia residents only. If you're coming from out of state, and let's just say, for example, you're bringing your own money from out of state, you're not financing it, or you got a loan from your own bank, just bring a cashier's check for the $59.9. You got you a 2008 Holiday Rambler Admiral out the door. Now, there's not any other dealer out there, guys, that can tell you that. They advertise a price, it's going to be plus this, 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 and this. And then they're going to start bringing on the upsells. They're going to try to get you to finance it, even if you want to pay cash. They make tens of thousands of dollars in some cases in extra profit when you finance, because they've marked the interest rates up. When you finance to an RV dealership's finance department, they might get you approved to say 6%, but they're charging you 8%. And you have no idea they're doing that, because you're dealing with their lenders that they're talking to. You're not. So you have no idea what the finance manager and the lenders are talking about. And then they bring the upsells, and this is where they really get you, guys. When they start talking about, hey, for $20 more a month, you get this 3-year extended warranty year, and for $6 more a month, you get 3 years worth of gap insurance. Hey, we'll put this stuff on the outside of your RV that's supposed to protect it for another $14 a month. When they start talking monthly payments instead of amount it's costing you, you know they're running you through the ringer, right? All those things are marked up 3 or 4 times dealer cost. I mean, it's a lot easier to say $21 a month for a 3-year extended warranty than $8,900, isn't it? And that's when you know they're taking you to the ringer. And they imply that you have to buy this stuff, but you don't. Always say no to any upsells. And I'm telling you this by personal experience. 25 years in this industry as an RV owner, an RV dealer, working on them, buying them, selling them. Somebody who's transported them, worked on. I mean, I've done everything you can do in this business, guys. I've seen it all, and I've been on both sides of that desk. I've been behind it and in front of it too. So when they start talking about all these upsells, I usually just walk out, grab a card, and walk out. You see, guys, here's my thing. Your 2 main priorities when you're buying a used RV is to keep your amount financed as low as possible. And then keep your rate low as possible. I know rates are up a little bit right now. I get that, guys. You gotta look at the market. I always recommend anybody wanting to go to an RV dealership's finance department, even us, check with your local bank or credit union so you can see what they can do, have some kind of basis of comparison to make sure you're getting a good deal. But what I do is when they start talking about this much extra a month on your payment, that much extra a month, or one of my favorite things is when they actually pull out a menu showing you the different payment amounts and the benefits of it, but not a word on there about the total cost that is adding to your loan. That's when I get up and leave, because I know they're trying to take advantage of me. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't recognize that they're getting, I mean, they might make $10,000 on all these upsells, and then adding it to your RV loan with a marked up interest rate, making your total amount financed shoot through the roof and your total cost of ownership shoot through the roof along with your payment. That's how so many people, guys, are driving around in a motorhome. We'll use this one for example. They saw one advertised $59.9 like this one. They go in, they want to pay cash. Dealer talks them out of it. Oh, we can get you a great rate, save you cash, invest it in this, do that, and you'll make more than you'll spend on interest on a return. The reason why they're telling you that, because they don't want you to pay cash. In fact, some dealers charge you more for a cash sale than if you finance. How they do it is they come up with this bogus rebate. Oh, if you go through our finance department and we get you approved through this, or this bank, oh, we'll give you a $3,500 rebate. But if you pay cash, you have to pay, you don't get that $3,500 rebate. You have to pay that extra. And that advertised price includes that rebate going through our finance department. Old scam, guys. That was an old scam back when I worked for Rip Off World 8 or 9 years ago. And they still do it. So that's when you know you're getting snookered. There is no rebate. It's not. They're making, when you go through their finance department, there's no telling how much money they're making on you. And especially on the upsells and all that, because they tell you to get the rebates, you got to buy the extended warranty, you got to buy this, and this upsells. Guys, the reason why they're giving you $3,500 because they're making an additional $10,000 on the back end, the profit from the financing and the upsells. So they're just giving you a little bit of that back, and they're still making a killing, and you're overpaying. I mean, that's how you go into a place and buy a $59.9 motorhome and do everything they want you to do to buy it for that price. You call the bank the next day to get your payoff. Heck, you owe $75,000, $78,000, $80,000 on that motorhome that was advertised for $59.9. It happens to people multiple times every day at different dealerships across the country. That's how they make their money, guys. Problem is, you pay on it for 3 or 4 years. You decide, hey, I want to do something different. I've been making my payment every month, just a regular payment. And you call and you get your current payoff, you still owe more than you paid for it as far as the advertised price. What do you do in that situation? You either pay a bunch of money to get it down to where you can trade it or sell it, or you buy a brand new one, let them finance and roll it into the MSRP and be that much more upside down in your new one. Because, guys, these banks on these newer, on these used RVs, they want equity. It's really smart. Always pay as much money down as you can. You know, if you know, most banks want around 10 to 15% down. Pay 20 or 25 if you can, because whatever you pay extra in equity means less you owe on it when you sell it or trade it later on. That's less you have to pay off. You get the majority of that extra down payment back, and you're able to apply that toward whatever else you're wanting to buy. So it's not like you're losing it paying money down. You're going to get most of it back in the future. That's why I always tell people, keep your amount financed as low as possible. You know, by paying more money down, go into a lower, I mean, whatever's in your budget, guys. And don't fall victim to the scams. The big dealer, you know, my grandpa had a saying, and that started this place back in 1968. Very, very wise man. Knew everybody in this business, knew some of the greatest. I mean, he personally knew some of the people that built and designed these motorhomes we enjoy today. I mean, he knew everybody. That was just the kind of person he was. But he always had a good saying, and it made sense now more than ever. He said, big dealers don't become big dealers by giving people fair deals. Usually the bigger the dealer, the bigger the price. The bigger the markup, the bigger the overhead, the more you have to pay. You know, I don't know about you, but I want to buy an RV. I don't want to buy an RV then have to pay thousands of dollars extra to help pay for the NASCAR advertising that dealership does, or for the college football games that they sponsor, the bowl games they sponsor. I don't want to pay for, you know, thousands of billboards and radio commercials and TV commercials on the internet and on the television and on the freeways. I don't want to pay thousands of dollars extra for the same RV I can buy somewhere for less just to cover all that overhead, or help cover it. I don't know about y'all. So like I said, the bigger the dealer, the bigger the price, the bigger the overhead, the bigger the profit, the more you pay. You know, it's not like Wally World or someplace like that buys in bulk. I mean, it's totally different in the RV industry. And a lot of truth to that. Really is. You know, we've been doing this for 53 years. The fact that we're still selling 500 to 600 units a year after 53 years should tell you about how we treat our customers and the kind of bargains we have. And I was talking about this in my last video. I met 3 sets of viewers today. One was from Texas, flew down here to buy a Class A motorhome, and really nice people. Met some folks from Illinois who stopped by. They didn't buy something, they just wanted to stop by and see us and meet me. That's kind of on their bucket list, but they're full-time RVers. Drove down here just to see us. And then I had some other folks come in. They were from Mississippi or someplace like that. I mean, we're here in Northwest Georgia, so we're a good distance from all those places, because of our prices, guys, and our price. And they actually bought that really nice Dolphin I shot a couple of weeks ago that I really liked, the one we drove from California. So, guys, you know, everybody's local now. Thanks to the internet and our prices, no distance is too far to travel to buy from us. You know, you don't have to worry about us jerking your chain and charging and surprising you when you get here with this fee, that fee, and all this other stuff, and upsells. You don't worry about that here. You know what you're going to pay. It doesn't matter if you live 5 miles away or 5,000 miles away. It's $59.9 plus applicable sales tax. If you're Georgia, you pay $140, $150 extra. That's it. Easy, simple, done. Doesn't matter how you pay for it. You can finance it through your bank, one of our banks, with approved credit and down payment. You can go through, you can pay cash. We take trade-ins. We offer nationwide delivery and much more. I mean, guys, we're the real deal. We keep things easy, simple, and done. Simple selling. No surprises, no games, no gimmicks. You know, if I see a flaw on something, because all used RVs have flaws. If I see them, I point them out. At least the ones that I think that are significant or anything like that. And this one has none. The only thing wrong with it, the motor battery was weak. So I went in and had me and one of the guys put a new interstate battery in it for you. I try to head this stuff off at the pass, guys. You know, a lot of times that keeps me from shooting as many videos a day as I like, but at least I know, hey, this runs, this works, this works, this works, refrigerator works, all that stuff. If I tell you something works, because I've seen it and felt it with my own hands and my own eyes. I'm not going to tell you something works unless I know it does. So, and of course, guys, you know, we do cover, like all of our used RVs, we guarantee the slide outs to work, we guarantee the generator to work, roof air conditioners, and a refrigerator freezer to get to operating temp. You can come inspect anything else you want. I've got it here. We can plug it into shore power. You can crank the generator up like I've got running right now. You can turn everything on, inspect it yourself. Third-party inspections, and you'll never hear this from any other dealer. Third-party inspections are always welcome. Do recommend an RVIA certified inspector if you're going to do it. They're a little bit more thorough than, you know, a lot of those guys will spend, especially if you're from out of town, you're not going to meet them. I've seen some of them guys come in here and spend 5 minutes, get in their truck, send you a impressive looking report with a few pictures, and collect a few $100s, and basically didn't even do nothing except walk through it. But at least the RVIA ones, they really, I mean, we had one here the other day that was here all day long. Got here when we opened and left about 20 minutes before we closed, inspecting one RV. I mean, that's thorough. Of course, I'm sure those are a little bit more expensive, but you know, it's anything else in life, you get what you pay for. And of course, you can always come down. Of course, you know, buying an RV is not rocket science. If you can come down here and you can turn this on, that on, see this work, this gets to operating temperature, this is not leaking, that's not leaking. You can do your own inspection. You know, if you've got some kind of passing knowledge with RVs, it's not that hard. But again, guys, it's whatever you're comfortable with. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do or you're not sure about. You know, we had to talk about that this morning when we had a sales meeting with my guys. I said, you know, and I said this, we don't have to force anybody to buy one of these. I mean, these are luxury items. They're a want, not a need. We know that. Banks know that. Customers know that. Nobody's life is depending on buying an RV. So don't treat it like it's a high pressure car lot or, you know, anything like that. So let's see what my refrigerator's doing. 62. So it's coming down there. It just takes a little bit. So guys, you know, we're the only dealership around that has all this used inventory, and we let you look without going through a sales office, without being escorted by a salesperson. That says a lot. It really does. That's how sure we are in our product. We want you to come to us. We're not going to walk around and puppy dog you like the other dealers do, trying to sell you everything you take a glance at, trying to put sales pressure on you, tell you this, this, and this. We don't have to do that, guys. We sell, like I said, 500 to 600 of these things a year. You know, one thing that we've learned, and I'm not trying to sound conceited, but if you don't buy this one, the next person will. And these are all paid for, titles in the house. We own everything we sell. We don't floor plan anything. We don't have mortgages. It doesn't cost us for these things to sit until they sell. And right now, they don't sit very long at all in the current market, because used RVs are in extremely high demand and short supply, as most of you know. So, anyway. Thank y'all for watching. Sorry I didn't mean for it to rant on like this. I get that way sometimes. We'll go ahead and get this one going, this video going, get it on, try to get it on tonight before I go home. If not, it'll be on first thing in the morning. If you are interested in this motorhome, call 706-965-7929. Please, please, please call before coming to look. Make sure it's available. Smash me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo. Like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. You can message me through there. I actually answer those messages personally. That's usually the best way to contact me, is through Facebook. I'm not into, I'm usually not at my desk, so I'm not there to take phone calls. If you are here, and you're one of my subscribers, or you watch my videos, ask your salesperson you want to meet me. I'd love to meet you. Shake your hand and talk to you for a minute. I don't mind that at all. I don't do sales, I do marketing, but I don't mind meeting y'all, or like I did the 3 people today. So thank y'all so much for watching my video. Come down, visit with us, be glad you did. You'll see really quick why we've been in business for as long as we have, for over half a century, why we sell as many RVs a year as we do. Our prices, our straightforward way of simple selling, this goes a long way, especially as complicated as these big corporate dealers make buying an RV. We're a breath of fresh air at how simple we are with selling RVs. Thank you again for watching. We look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.